And we're good? We're good to go?
I believe so.
That's how I start every podcast. Settle in. Oh, hey, everyone. Welcome to episode 14 of Preparing to Podcast, the podcast where
1-4.
That's exactly what you said, but you said it in a creepy way, and I was disturbed.
I like to be creepy.
Yeah. As always, we bring you our opinions on the world. Two Canadian comedians.
Yeah.
Talking about stuff. It's groundbreaking. If you're looking for episode 13,
Yes.
just sign up for our Patreon. It's $100, and it's a special episode that was canceled by Big Podcast.
Well, what happened was...
as long as it makes you look bad.
Yes, it does.
Okay, good.
Rest assured. The video, crystal clear. We both look fantastic. However, we recorded it not on the wonderful sound system that you're enjoying the dulcet tones of us with today, but it got recorded through laptop speakers, which surprisingly, as it might seem, not very good. So we were the audio for our podcast was no good.
I still think we should have told everyone that we were just recording in the bottom of a well. Like we're on location.
Yeah, at the bottom of a well.
The bottom of a well.
Under a mattress wrapped in tinfoil.
Somewhere in the third world.
One of them shithole countries.
No.
You know the one. I don't have to tell you, but you know what the people look like there.
Disappointed in the quality of their audio recordings.
And their country, most likely. Can you imagine? Yeah. We should fill this hole in. It's just a big shithole.
Yeah.
Fill it in. Then you got a nice shit plane, right?
Yeah.
And then dream a little dream.
Yeah.
Shit mountain.
Load-bearing shit that you can make something out of.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff out of shit.
Can you?
Yeah.
All right. What can you make?
Huts.
Bricks. Oh, but that's more dung than shit, isn't it? That's like an animal thing.
Dung is just what they call it so that people aren't like, I live in a shit house. But if you call it a dung house, it's all of a sudden,
house.
Ooh, tell me more.
Oh, yeah. That's big hut real estate trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Call Janice. She moves more huts in Toronto than anyone else. Yeah. She can get you a nice hut in Toronto for like $850,000 for a nice hut in Toronto.
Condo hut though, so there's fees.
Yes, there's
fees on top of that.
There's fees. There's no storage, no parking, and you can't rent it out or have any pets.
I mean, it's not cheap to keep all those dung beetles away from your pile of dung. They don't know.
Oh, that would be terrible if you invest all this money in a dung house and then the beetles just roll up and roll your house away. Probably much more efficient than the people at Beacons.
Yes.
Do you know Beacons?
No.
Oh, Beacons is when I was a kid, we used to move about once every 18 months because my dad was very excited about growth in the real estate market in Vancouver when I was a kid.
A criminal?
No, we were house jumping. We'd buy a house and then move into a slightly larger house and just, it was good. Some of the houses were beautiful. Some of them were smaller, and we'd move from a big house to a small house if it was a good deal, that type of thing. But as a result, we were kind of hip hopping around Vancouver, and you just kind of get used to having the moving boxes everywhere. And I guess I don't know if my dad knew somebody at Beacons moving or if he just liked the font they used on their boxes. But Beacons was, when I was a kid, the only moving company that I was aware of because they were moving my shit across town once every 18 months.
What was their slogan?
I don't know. Beacons.
Wow. They didn't even need one. They didn't need a jingle. Like, we're just that good.
It was a really strong font.
We don't have a phone number.
No.
Show up.
You just follow the truck. Yeah. Just follow the truck. When they stop at a light, hop out, knock on the window. Hey, fella, want to come over and move my stuff across
There's
town?
no beacon? There's no, bat signal that you flash into the sky?
No, it wasn't Beacon.
It
wasn't Beacon like Beacon Hill. It was Beacon like BEKIN.
So like nothing.
Like, yeah. It was like somebody. I imagine there's a Mr. or Mrs. Beacon out there somewhere.
Or it's just slang that's been lost to time. We drank so much last night, it was Beacon.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty good.
And that's my impression of a teenager. And that's why I'm not allowed around high schools.
Is that why?
Yep.
All right.
Add it to the list.
I thought it would be the touching.
No, I don't mind if they touch me.
No,
This feels weird.
okay. We'll just leave it at
I
that.
don't want to be rude. This is awkward.
It is a little bit awkward. It was a big week.
It was a big week.
It was a very big week. We missed last week, so technically it's been a big 2 weeks.
It's been a big 2 weeks, but you know what? Episode 13, it's gone.
Episode 13 is gone.
Once again, sign up to our Patreon for $100 sent to me. We will send you that audio.
And you can have the full 90 minutes of what was that? I can't quite what?
It's because we tried new seating. It's because I was in a beanbag chair. We flew too close to the sun. It was too much.
It did. Exactly. At some point we're going to try like a camera move while talking, and
no,
that's going to be crazy.
Too much.
We're closer and closer to having 3 cameras. That's going to be crazy. We're going to be able to have like different shots. Right?
Good.
It'll be nuts.
Because this one is
This one's just us.
It's getting old.
Well, some more than others. Hey, some more than others. I'm saying you look old, Ted.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. There was a number of comments on
lies. We're opening with lies.
There was a number of comments online about
how old I look. That doesn't sound right.
No, I'm just saying that there was a number of comments online, and then I'm implying that they were about how old you are. Right? The comments online had nothing to do with your age, but I'm picking up a lot. I watched the State of the Union address, so I'm starting to learn that you don't need to necessarily lie. You need to just imply something that people then assume the lie.
I'm
right?
just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
It's that. Well, that's Tucker Carlson's thing.
Right? Just asking questions.
I'm just platforming the Nazis and then asking them softball questions. That doesn't mean I'm on their side. Doesn't mean I'm on their side. It means that I'm pretending I have no idea what hate is about.
Did it take you a while to learn how to goose step, or is that something that just came naturally to you?
I don't know if Tucker's a goose stepper. I would say he's probably good with the salute. I don't know if he has the hamstring flexibility for the goose stepping.
The Nazis ruined a perfectly good salute. That's
what
the salute Americans used to do for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't think they did the smacking, but they definitely did the.
Oh, well, the hand over the heart, but they didn't.
No, not
they
that.
didn't extend it to the.
That's the salute. Yeah.
I know. That's the.
They did that part.
Profits are soaring high. That's kind of the. And then there was the casual palm.
Heil.
Yeah. Hey.
Heil, guys.
Heil, everybody.
Heil, how are you?
Who wants to get gassed?
Early in the episode for Holocaust.
Is it ever too early for Holocaust jokes? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Safe bet. But anyway,
go through my Rolodex of holodex jokes. Thankfully, find 0.
Going back to the State of the Union.
Yes,
I had a moment of I don't know what it would be, wonderment, I guess, because Donald Trump said something that was way closer to the truth than the Republicans have ever said before, and it's about this: your kids are going to school and being transitioned at school, right. And that's all they've ever said is that your kids are getting transitioned at school. And so we had talked about it. The assumption that I made is these kids are getting surgery at school, they're getting drugs at school. And what it was is what he actually said the phrase socially transitioned.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
So what it is what they're really angry about is that your kid is going to school. And let's say, because I went through this with my daughter. My daughter goes to school, and without telling me or her mom or anybody, she's told the school that she wants to be referred to as he or him. Right? She wants to be referred to with male pronouns. And my daughter went through this when she was 6, 7. And because there was another kid in her class who was planning on transitioning and the parents were on board. And so all of a sudden she was aware of it. And so she decided, but, and that's neither here nor there. I think if, somebody wants to be called something, you should take the time to call them whatever they want to be called, right? Like you prefer to be called Ted, right? Even though there's so many other things that I would like to call you.
Lord Ted, but the Lord part is not catching on.
No. You need to get back in time.
Yeah. I couldn't go back in time, though, because I can't grow facial hair. So I would not be considered a real man in a mutton chop era.
Oh, no. I'm sure there's, if you went to Great Britain.
I'd be like, hey, guys. They're like, who's that woman over there? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but there's always been wispy, bearded, pale Brits.
Yeah, they don't do well, though.
What do you mean they don't do well? They ran Britain from like 1400 to 1700. Have you ever seen those portraits?
Yeah.
You could see through those guys.
Nothing but mutton chops.
It's mutton chops and very delicate ivory skin.
I mean, the wigs I could get behind, but the lack of facial hair, I think it would have held me back.
I don't know. The wigs, I've had to wear a few wigs to do, various television things and film things. And they're hot.
They're very hot.
That doesn't appeal to me because I'm generally somebody who kind of runs hot on a day-to-day because
You don't need to tell people that thing.
Fat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I won't run warm. There's some times where it's a giant pain in the ass to run warm, like on a hot day or a regular day.
Cold day,
but
just a day.
Well, cold day, it's not bad to run hot because it takes a while for a cold day to actually become a cold day for me. Like it has to be below zero for me to start thinking, I should put a sweater on.
I should put a shirt on.
But
my nipples are too perky right now.
I will say this, women, big fans of the old BTU machine that is Chuck Byrne, because when I go to sleep, also apparently that raises my temperature due to the
farts.
I don't think it's just the farts. I think it's also probably the sleep apnea.
The farts.
My heart speeds up trying to catch
struggling to live.
The struggling to live really gives off a lot of heat.
Yeah.
And most of the women
that's the warmth of God's love as he comes to get you
are cold at night.
From what I understand, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like having it's like imagine a 250-pound water bottle that is really pumping out the heat next to you.
And he's like, this water bottle needs to stop farting.
No, I don't fart at night.
Yes.
No,
everyone does.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
There's nothing worse than spooning someone. You're like, oh, they're asleep and they gently fart on your leg. You're like, oh.
Okay, gross. Well, because they have those apps now that tell you what you were doing while you were asleep. Like whether or not
they tell you you're farting.
I don't. That's there's something to look up.
Like 2 hours of REM sleep, 2 minutes of just brutal farts.
I'm writing this down as a sleep fart app.
Maybe you've got sleep fart apnea.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, and you fart so bad that you don't want to breathe. That's a good way. That's the fart sleep apnea. You fart and it stinks so bad that your body just stops breathing.
Oh, there's a Dutch oven joke, but it's too close to the Nazi jokes.
Yes, exactly. You can't bring up the whole time. And then ovens. We have to wait another 6 or 7 minutes to refresh the palate on that.
State of the Union.
So yes, back to the socially transitioning.
Yes,
and for the first time ever on this issue, I actually kind of understood the outrage, because as a parent, if my child went to school and said, "I want to be referred to as he or she or whatever was different from what had been happening at home," I would like the school to tell me that. I don't think not telling the parents does anybody a service. Now, I get why they're probably not telling the parents. They're not telling the parents because most of the time it's going to be a negative reaction from the parent, and the parent's going to tell the school, hey, you stop doing that.
Well, that's exactly, and that's the reason that the parents don't know, because the kids are not comfortable telling their parents. So they're going to tell their teacher because they feel more comfortable telling their teacher and they trust their teacher.
Yeah, but
So I don't think you can go behind their back and be like, yeah, we're going to let your parents know. Because there's nothing dangerous about someone using different
no,
pronouns.
but what is dangerous is parents not knowing what's going on with their kids. And that
That is a parenting flaw. That is a parenting
Well, it's-
fail. I blame it on the parents.
no, I disagree.
100%.
This is where because I think the kid should be allowed to do whatever they want. Certainly, it's not a harmful situation. If a kid named Marcus wants to be known as M. Dot instead of Marcus because for whatever reason, then
Pick a
I don't
better
mind calling
name.
him M. Dot.
I do.
Well, you might, but
Yeah.
you have issues with a lot of stuff. But I do have a problem with the lack of information going to the parent for no other reason than
You're nosy?
no, it's a small fucking window when you get to dictate policy for your children. It's from 0 to 13. After your child turns 13, you can't even, if they want to, they can kick you out of the doctor's office.
Yeah, so
Right?
good.
Well, yes and no.
Oh,
For some
taking the
13-year-olds
doctor's office with my mom there was one of the most cringeworthy moments of my
Oh, no,
life.
no, but I don't mean being
Like, you can step out. She's like, why? I'm like, just step out. He wants to look at this rash. I don't need you to know if I've got a rash on my balls, Mom.
okay. But that I would agree with. But leaving you out of the room, I'm talking about in the conversation after the exam.
Like,
That's
those are some really rashy balls.
well, I just think because as a parent, the 13-year-old isn't going to be able to whatever the care is afterwards. They're not going to keep track of it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to make sure they take their medicine on time. If the parent isn't informed, then there is no treatment. The kid's just going to be like, well, whatever. Kids are useless at taking care of themselves. And even really good, responsible kids aren't good at it for no other reason than how long has a 13-year-old actually been able to do anything? 3 years? 4 if they're Chinese? Maybe?
Are your children developmentally delayed?
No, but I mean,
Very talented 6-year-olds out there.
I'm sure there are talented 6-year-olds, but I wouldn't ask them to do anything that required any kind of responsibility.
No.
Not if they grew up in North America anyway.
But if they're just
Maybe
transitioning,
Mexico.
there's like they're not taking anything. It's like it's haircuts, it's clothing, it's names, it's pronouns. It's just nothing dangerous.
Oh, you're talking about a school?
Yeah. It's nothing yeah, I think if the kids are not comfortable telling their parents and it's not dangerous to them, I don't have a problem with the school not letting you know.
I just think that is
Create a more open home life so they feel comfortable telling you.
yeah, but even if you have like I have a very open, accepting model with my children, and there's plenty of stuff when they were young that they don't tell you because they just don't know what the reaction is. They don't have experience telling you things that make them uncomfortable, right? And until they get that experience and see that you don't freak out, of course they're going to worry that you might freak out. My daughter was terrified to mention to me that she was thinking about transitioning. Terrified. And then finally, when she did mention it to me, we had a conversation about it.
Nice.
And it was fine. And, you know, and she was worried about all this stuff. And she's worried how I'm going to react. And I told her, I'm like, even if this is a decision you make today when you're 6, there isn't anything you can do about it for the next 10 years. So let's just put it on a shelf, enjoy being 6, and we'll schedule the surgery in 10 years.
If you want a shorter haircut, let us know, and we will accommodate that. I mean, my sister pretended she was a rat for 3 years. When she was 3
years?
No, but for a year when she was 3. Yeah, she just wore
3 years less a day. Was she in prison?
She watched Charlotte's Web and really identified with Templeton the Rat, which is everything you need to know about my sister. So yeah, my friend's like, okay, no.
Of all the beautiful animals, she focused on rat.
Focused on the rat.
Is it a face shape thing? Does she have a very pointed face?
No, I think she was just like, that is a misunderstood character in this novel, and this should be called Templeton the Rat and Friends, not Charlotte's Web.
Is your sister a misunderstood animal? Ooh. Oh, I think we should.
She's misunderstood. There. I think she's underdiagnosed.
A misdiagnosed animal.
My mother's always like, "Oh, I think she's got Asperger's," and I'm like,
Asperger's, yeah,
or whatever. I know you're not allowed to call that.
Asperger's is like it would be like a high functioning autism.
Yeah.
Although they've, like my son was recently diagnosed as autistic, and I still think in terms of autism, I immediately go to Rain Man, right? Dustin Hoffman, brilliant performance,
Yeah.
toothpicks, and counting cards, matching suits. It looked like a lot of fun to me to be
It's a lot of
autistic.
fun.
Hey, you get to drive a fancy car across the country. You get to shop at Kmart.
Get to hang out with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, he takes his shirt off at one point. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good deal.
What's
being
not to
autistic.
like? You have to count his nipples though every time he takes his shirt off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 nipples. 1, 2.
Do you
three
always make
nipples.
sure? Double check on Tom?
Well, sometimes you're like, oh, third nipple. Oh, super.
I just like how the waistband of his pants is slowly inching up as he gets older.
Yeah.
Because that area between belly button and junk is an area that you cannot fix with surgery or, I imagine, workouts at some point.
Yeah, or Scientology, apparently.
Yeah. Or Scientology. Scientology has not fixed a cure for lower obliques.
No. No, that's the only reason Scientology is not more popular. If they could also promise you a flat stomach.
Yeah, I'd think about it. I mean, there's a lot of things about Scientology I kind of like the idea of. I like the idea that we all came from aliens. I like the idea that a failed science fiction writer actually knows how all life started on the planet Earth, as opposed to, somebody who studied it. There's a lot going on there. I like how tax status. I admire the tax status of the Scientologists more than almost anything.
Smart move.
I'm thinking about writing a book and clearing up some of my back taxes.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing about the Scientologists is they're very persistent, because I did take Dianetics out of the library just to scare my roommates in university.
Oh, really?
Part of me was like, what is this? Because I'd seen all the ads on TV in the 80s. I'm like, all right. I'm like, oh, this is garbage. But it had a little mail-in card where you could be like, yes, I would like more information on Scientology. So I filled it out with one of my roommates' home addresses. And they are still getting Scientology junk mail to this day.
Oh, yeah, that's a mailing list that nobody ever gets off, ever. Yeah, you do not get off the Scientology mailing list. That, and have you ever had the Mormons knock on your door?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had the Mormons knock on my door in Montreal. It was actually my dad's door, and because I was staying at my dad's place in Montreal, and but they came for me because I had met a guy that he actually worked as an airline pilot for Eastern Airlines, and he was in Quebec studying French so that he could get international routes.
Right.
And then he asked me because his wife had been asking him while he was away if he had been doing any missionary work, which is part of their deal. Is you got to be out there knocking on doors. It's like when you join the Mormon Church, you also get a fairly like a quota-based sales system attached to your faith.
Yeah, you get some pretty fancy magic underwear too.
And so he had asked me, would you mind getting some information? And I was like, sure, I'm down for some information. Figuring, pamphlet might show up in the mail sometime, but nope. 2 well-dressed fellas on 10-speed bicycles rolled on up to the house and knocked on the door. So I invited them in, offered them a beer. Oh. They did not partake in the beer.
They wouldn't even take a coffee.
So I drank a beer and smoked cigarettes while they talked to me about the Mormon faith.
Let me tell you about Joseph Smith and these gold plates.
Yeah. It was a lovely conversation.
So they're very lovely, although I do make fun of the missionaries in Toronto. It's like, this is where you're doing your missionary work? Toronto? This is where you can't you go somewhere and do helpful stuff? And they're like, oh, that's not what we do. I'm like, oh, you don't like dig wells and build schools and stuff?
No, expand. They're like the Borg. They just keep adding on. Yeah.
Good times.
Mm. Well, it's times anyway. I don't know if they're good times. End
times.
Plenty of end times. Oh, the other thing I liked about what Trump did at the State of the Union is he
ended it at one point.
There's every once in a while with a Trump speech, because usually it's like I don't know how they write them.
I don't think they do.
Well, no, they do.
I think they just pull his
string. I think what it is they kind of have things, and then they kind of bullet point them so that he mentions the bullet point, and then he kind of waxes on it a little bit, right? Like he adds his, which is the best ever, and it's more than anybody thought could happen, and it's faster than anyone thought, and it's all record breaking, and somebody told me about, and it was all his horseshit that he just kind of adds to anything that he says. But this one was good. Is every once in a while they actually stick to the script, and you could tell someone had planned this out, because he said it's time for, I think he said, for all of us to realize that the job of Homeland Security, because the Democrats are holding up funding for Homeland Security because ICE keeps shooting people in the street, is protecting American citizens, right? The job of Homeland Security is protecting American citizens, which
sounds good.
Looks like everybody's about to break out clapping. And then he adds, and not illegal aliens. So in order to agree with his whole statement, not only do you have to protect Americans, you have to specifically not protect illegal aliens. And then he made everybody like, oh yeah, everybody should be standing for that. And the Democrats didn't stand for it because we don't want to brutalize people for the sake of brutalizing people. And then he told them they should be ashamed of themselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves for not brutalizing people. But it was written into the speech that that's the whole point, is he was creating a moment where the Democrats wouldn't stand up for something you would ordinarily support, which is,
love America.
Yeah. You must love America and be willing to kill a puppy. Why aren't you all applauding?
I don't understand.
You don't love America?
Mm.
Yeah, they're smooth like that every once in a while.
We have different definitions of smooth.
Yes. Now, the other big thing that was going on besides, he broke the record, by the way, longest State of the Union speech ever. And
most lies in a State of the Union speech ever.
You know what's interesting?
I don't know how he manages to top himself with most lies all the time, but
this is, I guess, his fifth State of the Union.
I have never watched any State of the Union speech, and I'm like, I'm not going to start with this guy.
I started watching back in the day when it would preempt everything on television.
So you were forced to.
Well, that was the thing.
You'd sit a MASH rerun.
Exactly. You'd sit down on Tuesday night. You're all geared up for,
what does the Gipper have to say?
The A-Team, or Everybody Loves Raymond, or something, Murphy Brown, or something like that. And then all of a sudden,
it's a roller coaster of emotions with those three shows you picked.
Bill Clinton's waxing poetic for an hour and a half, and it's like, what the hell? And you change the channel. It's like the same guy. And then you think, I used to think, the first time it ever happened to me, where I turned on the TV and it was the State of the Union, and I'm like, just rolling around the dial, and it's State of the Union, State of the Union, State of the Union.
Been invaded.
But then, that was the thing, is I paused for a minute to figure out, hang on, is the world coming to an end? And then it's, he's talking about,
is this on PBS?
No,
thank goodness. Oh,
CBS. CBS has CBS has really checked out of the news business.
Yeah. I mean, America in general is not big on news.
Not at the moment.
News.
Not at the moment. Well, some people are. NPR still out there cranking.
Yep.
NPR, God bless them. Hey,
commies, bunch of commies.
2 microphones and a macrame sweater.
That's all you need.
Cover the news.
A little vocal fry. Yeah, there we go. All right.
But the other big story that's been going on is the Olympics. Have you been following the Olympics?
Nope.
No, not at all.
Nope.
Oh, Team Canada. We had some scandals. We had the
there was the
did he or didn't he
did he touch the rock?
Finger the rock after it went over the line.
Yeah, I was aware of that. I didn't watch the Olympics, but it was inescapable.
That was
so I did pick up on the I knew about the dog that was running on the track.
It's amazing.
That's a story I paid attention to.
Yes, the dog running
we're on a train going to watch the dog.
The dog running down the ski hill.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Good times.
That was probably one of my favorite Olympic moments this year.
Give him a medal.
But not only that,
test him for banned substances.
The joy of mean that dog was having a good time running down that.
These people are cheering me on.
Exactly. Exactly. And the great thing is when the dog finally gets to the bottom of the mountain, the owner is still at the top of the mountain, and so now the dog has no idea what to do.
Yep.
That's great. I'm looking forward to a follow-up story on the dog. I hope the dog's okay. But we didn't have there was the Norwegian skier who won I believe it was a bronze medal, and then told everybody in the world that he cheated on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, I paid attention to that story.
That was a good time. And I guess probably the biggest story for Canada is that we won neither of the gold medals in hockey.
We won neither of the gold medals in hockey, but we did get early drinking hours for the gold medal men's game.
It's true. It's true. I like that our country is often like,
It's like your parents letting you stay up late to watch something. Like, you guys want to drink
like
early?
it's like the whole thing is kind of a slumber party, and we get permission from the government every once in a while to bend a rule.
Do you guys want to have fun? We're like, oh.
But that's the kind of fun that we have. Like I know, like they allow us to sell liquor during hours where we would ordinarily not be supposed to be drinking.
Yeah.
They're like, well, there's a hockey game on. The other one is in Toronto. I know they do this during World Cup.
World Cup? Yep.
Whenever the World Cup's on the other side of the planet, and soccer games are going on at 5:00 in the morning.
Which I'm aware of due to the honking. And I can tell which countries are involved based on which neighborhoods the honking is coming from.
Exactly. That used to. I used to talk about it as I said. The great thing about living in Toronto is no matter who wins the soccer game, somebody's going to fuck up traffic on Yonge Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I used to tell because when they're all down on Yonge Street celebrating, you have to kind of go by car, right? Like if there's a ton of really souped up Honda Civics with tinted windows and glowing lights underneath, oh my God, Korea just won a cup game, right? But if it's 15 guys in one Grand Marquis, hey, look at that, Portugal's still in it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I thought you were going to say smelling like fish. I'm so proud of you for not saying that.
No, I don't have anything bad to say about the Portuguese for the simple reason that when you order their chicken, they give you rice and potatoes.
It's a good country.
It is. I mean,
Country.
I don't know why everyone's making you make a choice on your starch when
No.
you could just as easily scoop 2 of them in there.
They're like, we explored the world so that we could have some carb options.
What's weird is I don't think of the Portuguese as like I think of the French as a big colonial. We took over the world force. I think of the British.
Portuguese were like, oh, let's find out where all the big land masses are. And then the rest of Europe was like, okay, well, we're going to move in now. And they're like, oh, we were just making maps.
Really?
All right, fine. We'll take Angola
Oh,
and Mozambique.
Brazil. Right?
And
They all,
a little
they all-
country called Brazil.
yeah, they all speak Portuguese.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah. But I can't think of anywhere else besides Brazil and Portugal that they speak Portuguese. Do they?
Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Yeah.
Where is Mozambique?
Mozambique is on
Don't
the
say Africa. I know that it's in Africa.
east
East.
coast
Okay.
of Africa.
All right.
Madagascar is off on, Madagascar.
Yes,
Everyone's favorite lemur-filled island.
Yes. And yeah, I know it mainly from the cartoon.
It
Yeah.
looks at Mozambique. Yeah, it's like South Africa and then Mozambique up on the
Okay,
side.
so down near like bottom third facing east.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Are you pretty good with your African geography?
Yeah.
All right.
I
What-
mean, I took geography in Africa.
So that was you didn't learn a lot about Louis Riel paddling up the Ottawa River.
No,
or anything like
I
that?
learned a lot of my history was about South Africa. And of course, the Bantu migration. They did touch on the fact that other people had lived there before Europeans came along. So
Briefly
we briefly touched on the fact that
brushed
people did
past that white people weren't actually always here.
Yeah.
Or ever. They just kind of rolled in with a train and said, "Can we take your stuff?"
Diamonds. We like diamonds.
Who doesn't like diamonds?
Gold? You have gold here? Okay, we'll put a city here for no reason other than gold.
Yeah, and now we're doing the exact same thing, 200 years later, 300 years later, except this time, cobalt. We need cobalt. Give us all your cobalt because we need it for, I don't know, Elon Musk self-driving something.
We need some rare earth.
Oh, I like his new promise, by the way, Elon Musk.
To go away and leave us alone.
No, he's never
To
going to
spend
do
his
that.
money on something worthwhile.
No, well, for a long time, he was promising
It's a girl without her cringing.
he can do that.
I don't know. They
He can
could.
do that. He made it pretty clear that he was like babies for dollars for a while.
I mean, you don't have to kiss someone to impregnate them, and I think that's the line that all these women draw. They're like, no.
Yeah, I see.
Get out the sex bag. Put the sex bag over your head.
And
Elon.
he's an Asperger's guy, right?
He's something.
Elon?
Yeah.
Because I've heard that claim that Elon has Asperger's. And I think that is not a diagnosis. I think that is something that people say to explain that he's not as smart as he likes to pretend he is. Like when it takes him 15 seconds to answer a question, that isn't Asperger's. That's a guy that is willfully trying not to say anything anything that he can get caught on.
Yeah, you're not an engineer.
No, he's not anything.
Brilliant mind. No, you're
No,
not.
he said-
You just hired everyone from NASA when NASA fired everyone.
Yeah.
And shut down. You're like, oh, well, let's just hire everyone. And then and now you've got the government giving you all this money when they could have just kept NASA going.
Well, not
And
just that. I mean,
And now they're giving it all to SpaceX. It's very dumb.
yeah, it's privatizing anything that the government has to do seems dumb to me, right? Like there's, if the governments decide we're going to space, and then they invest, I don't even know how much money, but they invest nonstop for like 50 years. And then somebody goes, well, why don't the private industry do that now that you've discovered all the technology?
Because, well, I could do this and make money.
Yeah, which means that you'll get less value for your dollar.
It's like, so we can make it more expensive and not as good? Yeah.
Although I will say, you got to give them full points on the rocket booster coming back to Earth, and then they catch it on the little sticks. That's pretty cool. That's you can't deny that. That's just cool.
It did make for some really fun explosions. I will say that. It did. Like, they're like, oh, we've seen this already. We've seen a space shuttle blow up. We haven't seen this.
Although there will never be as good a space shuttle blow up as the first one, because nobody was expecting it. Right now, when you tune in, that's pretty much all I'm looking for. It's like when I watch NASCAR, I'm kind of waiting for some guy to just drive into a wall.
Yeah, that's why we all watch.
Yeah.
That's why we watch, yeah.
200 miles an hour.
Although, being forced to watch Challenger blow up in grade 6, we're like, there's a teacher on board. We're like, oh no.
Sally Ride.
We all were traumatized.
What was your favorite space shuttle exploded joke?
What does NASA stand for? Nice air show, assholes.
Oh, mine was the how many astronauts can you fit in a Volkswagen Beetle? 2 in the front, 3 in the back, 7 in the ashtray.
Oof.
Hey-ho.
What did Sally Ride, what was the last thing Sally Ride said to her husband before she got on the space shuttle?
I don't know. What was the last thing she said to her husband before she
You
got
feed the dog, I'll feed the fish.
It's amazing how quick we are calling back those 40-year-old hurtful jokes.
It's just playground jokes. She was just joshing around. She didn't care. She was dead.
That was it's amazing though, because I was young when that happened, and I do remember like all of us making jokes about it afterwards.
Yeah. Well, they wheeled in the TV and it didn't seem particularly real, and the teachers got weird, and we're like, oh, okay. We get an extra long recess now?
I do remember that the way it blew up, nobody understood that it had blown up for a bit.
Well, I think people were just in denial. They're like, oh, something strange has happened. It's like, yeah, it blew up.
Well, we got used to watching things go into space like as if it was something that it wasn't difficult.
Yeah.
Turns
out, oof, O-rings, very important.
It takes a lot of energy to get something into space.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how hard it is to get up like
out of bed.
A flight of stairs, right? And now imagine a flight of stairs, but you're carrying a space shuttle.
And you're going straight up.
Yeah, you're going to need some booster.
Yeah, that's because God's pushing you down, being like, no.
Yeah, get some of that. Get some of that monster in you. Hey, maybe some. What's that stuff?
Cocaine.
Yeah, get some blow.
Yeah.
Although I haven't checked. Do you know what the market rate on cocaine is now? Has it gone up since they started killing guys in speedboats? You're more into the party drug scene than I am.
I don't know how much anything costs.
Is that the difference? Because the gay party scene, people are just giving you drugs?
Yeah, because I'm adorable. And they're like, let's drug this one up and have our way with him.
I got to get myself waxed, I think. Start showing up at these parties, get some free drugs. No? It's making a face at me. It's kind of hurtful, Ted.
I'm just less hurtful than the words I'm choking back.
Oh, okay. So with the gold medal, it was bittersweet, I think, for me. I think it's the first time.
It was a shootout. Was it a shootout or was it just overtime?
It was overtime. But the women, I think, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It's the first time they haven't won the gold medal. No? Okay, so they haven't won the gold medal before. All right. But I certainly with the women's team, I have a higher level of expectation that they're taking home the gold medal than with the men's team.
Yes.
Just because for so long we were so dominant in women's hockey. And we put out a good squad, and they were polite about the win as always. What I liked is that, and I got to give it to the Americans. Canada had a lot of bad breaks in that gold medal game. A lot of bouncing pucks, a lot of shots that just barely missed or just got blocked. There was a lot of things that just could have almost maybe sort of happened. And in my mind, that means, it was America's night. They were the ones that got the clean passes. They were the ones that got the lucky pucks, the lucky bounces, and they got the goal in overtime. And then, which kind of seems like America can't do anything awesome without completely stepping in shit immediately afterwards.
See, this I know.
is two things. The two things that were funny were Kash Patel.
You're not a frat boy, dude.
In the locker room. Which I've heard a lot of people make the joke. I heard the joke made on The Daily Show. I've heard a lot of people that it was like a Make-A-Wish thing, right? It was this.
Does that mean he's going to die soon?
I don't know.
Because that's my wish.
But what struck me is, you know what? There probably actually was a Make-A-Wish kid that would have been his wish.
And Kash Patel pushed him down by the face.
Exactly. Kash Patel edged him out because he probably pretended it was like a security check in order to get into the locker room. And it just classic. The Trump administration will get in on any event so that they can tweet about it rather than do any kind of governmental thing. It's like they just need to show up so they can do their tweet, and that's all they really care about at the end of the day. Kristi Noem with her multiple outfits and hairdos showing up in front of people getting arrested. And so anyway, the Kash Patel, and then Donald Trump's phone call, which was kind of classic.
I mean, it was completely on brand. I don't know why everyone's like, can you believe he said that? Yes.
Well, when he said that he was going to grab women by the pussy, the excuse was it was locker room talk. So when he's actually talking in a locker room, what is the expectation? That he's going to keep it polite? No, he was, I guess, kind of virtually in a locker room, and then he immediately started, making fun of women who just won the gold medal. Classic.
And they turned down his invite.
Well, no,
classy.
But they did it in a nice way. They said that they had a previous engagement.
Yeah, with doing nothing. We'd rather do nothing.
I believe they were washing their hair that night.
Yeah. And
what happened to that? Remember that used to be the it was like the 1950s date turned down. I'm washing my hair that night.
It was mysterious. Men didn't know how women wash their hair.
It made me.
They're still getting used to like bonnetless heads. So oh god!
I will say,
I can see that entire scalp.
I used to think that women washing their hair was a much more involved process than
beating it on a
because of that, though.
It just takes a while to dry.
That I can attest to. I had long hair at one point, and it was drying it was an issue. Because of
the humidity. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'd put it into a ponytail, and then if you didn't let the ponytail air out, 8 hours later, you take the ponytail out, and the core of it is now just a kind of a moldy, sweaty.
Why wouldn't you do pigtails? Why wouldn't you do two pigtails to split?
Should have done pigtails.
Side. Yeah. It would have been adorable.
Me in pigtails? Yeah.
Anyone in pigtails.
Anyone in pigtails is adorable. I don't know. It's one of those things that pigtails for me are associated with little girls, and then
that's what makes them adorable.
Women role playing as little girls.
Okay.
And it's not as comforting to me.
I was very upset as a 4-year-old that I couldn't get pigtails. I didn't know what they were. I just knew that all my sisters were getting pigtails. I'm like, why am I being left out? I want pigtails.
Really?
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with anything other than just
there was something going on that my sisters were getting that I wasn't. I didn't care what it was. I just knew that I wasn't getting it, and I was mad.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then my dad's like, you don't have the hips for pigtails. So I was like, all right, fair enough.
Hips for pigtails.
Fair enough, Brian. Fair enough.
I like
you can peel these off.
I like not only the ridiculousness of the statement, but that you'd accepted that as true.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I need
He's
bigger.
a wise man, my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he use your slim hips against you in other aspects of your life?
No, he would never. He would never dare.
Because, if you got the slim hips, he didn't push you towards being on the dive team or anything like that?
Or like a chimney sweep?
Be a chimney sweep, cat burglar.
No, he just wanted me to play catch with him.
Really?
And I'm like, oh, I have to go play catch with my dad.
You didn't enjoy bonding with your dad?
I enjoyed bonding with my dad. I don't want to play catch. I
Why
don't
are
wanna
you?
throw a ball,
Are you?
catch a ball, throw the ball back.
Are you stereotypically bad at throwing a ball?
No, I was just stereotypically bored. Badminton, I'll hit a birdie back. Maybe it's because it's called a shuttlecock, but then that was my intrigue. But I would do that all day long. But I don't want to throw a Nerf football back and forth.
Okay, so gay people are different.
Yes,
All right, but I don't just mean like
better. We're
I don't
better.
mean just like with the who you prefer to have sex with. I mean fundamentally different.
Some of
Yeah.
us, yeah.
Right? You'd rather play badminton than throw football
Yep.
with your dad. Yeah. Not that that's gay, but it's different.
But he's a tennis guy, so I'm like, why can't we just do badminton? Badminton. It's tennis adjacent. Just a
Maybe he
racket.
plays tennis over badminton because he has weak wrists.
He is the
Badminton's
best.
all about the snap wrist.
Once I realized how vicious badminton could be, it got a lot more exciting. But when you're just like,
Be vicious.
boop, oh yeah, when you're smashing the shuttlecock in someone's head,
Well, what I like about the
it's a good time.
shuttlecock, the device in badminton, is that it goes from like near the speed of light
Yes.
to a reasonable speed in a fairly short distance. Like it loses its pep very quickly. Not unlike myself,
Not if you
right?
smash it.
After about 9 p.m., I'm a lot like a shuttlecock where I just fade fast. Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's why, unlike you who are worried about being up all night drinking a coffee, I'll pound them back at midnight. I can pound coffees at midnight, get a solid 40 minutes of sleep, up to pee, back down to bed, another 40, 42 minutes, up, pee, yeah.
Go back to bed, fart a little bit,
Little
struggle to breathe when
fart
you're
a little
up.
bit. Who wants to fart a little bit? If you're going to fart, let fly.
Let it ripple the blanket.
Yeah, exactly.
A winter weight duvet.
A mighty wind, as it were.
Mm.
I used to be able to say with confidence, I've never handled anyone else's boogers.
No, you're a parent.
But I'm a parent, so yeah,
Yeah,
I've
boogers.
handled all sorts of boogers, poops. Yeah, I'm your guy. If it comes out of you, I've handled it.
The Chuck Burns story.
The Chuck Burns story. One of the best stories I have is I have poop stories on every single one of the people in my family, including myself. I've got my own poop stories. I got poop story. My son in a onesie on an airplane. It was like he'd been dipped in caramel. Beautiful. My favorite one of my son was when he was a toddler and he was wearing like the footy pajamas.
Yep.
And instead of getting out of bed to poop, what he did is he rolled over onto his stomach and he was on his knees and his elbows. So like he was, his butt was sticking up in the air and he had taken a huge poop and he was just sleeping basically on his knees and his face with his ass in the air.
It's my kid.
And
He's like, I bet no one heard that.
well, my wife came and got me because she went upstairs and saw it, and you could see like he had a banana coming out of his ass. It was a giant turd sitting there, and he was perfectly peacefully asleep.
It's like, this is someone else's problem.
Oh, it was brilliant. This is the same kid we also found him one morning sitting on the couch in the living room, and he had painted his body with Nutella. His whole body was painted with Nutella, and then he was slowly scraping it off himself and like eating it.
Because it's better when it's body temperature.
Chocolate babies, man.
Everyone knows that.
Chocolate babies. That was when he was about 7. That was when he was about 7. Yeah, he was a weird little monkey. Yeah. My daughter once had a poop that was so orange that
Orange was it?
I looked it up on the internet because I thought it might be something like she had a disease. I mean, like orange, like Florida orange.
That's fun. I mean, I did when I had hepatitis, I wanted someone to look at my white poo.
You had white poo?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're just not kicking out any red blood cells.
Because all the bile was, not going where it was supposed to go.
Really? White poop?
Yeah. So your poo is only brown because of bile. And it looked like a dog, like a dog turd that had been out in the sun for 2 weeks.
Oh, I've
And I
seen those.
desperately wanted to call someone into the bathroom, like, my pee is brown and my poo is white.
Your pee was brown.
Yeah, that's how I was getting rid of my bile. And I was
Wow.
yellow. It was a Benetton ad.
United Shades of Ted.
I was yellow like a banana for a week.
You've been sick, like properly ill. Like hepatitis is like
It
legitimately
was
ill.
A. It was just hepatitis A.
Are you an IV drug user, or did you sip a cocktail in the Dominican Republic?
No, I got it from my first boyfriend. He gave
Really?
it not in a fun, sexy way, just
Oh.
in a he apparently doesn't wash his hands kind of way because his mom caught it as well. And I don't think his mom was doing any fun stuff. And yeah, he created a public health, not disaster.
Oh, he gave it to a bunch of people?
He was
He was like Hepatitis Mary?
he was definitely a Mary. He worked at a McDonald's. He managed a McDonald's in Guelph.
Uh-huh.
And he went in like he asked me, "What does it mean when your pee is brown?" And I was like, "It means you need to go see a doctor." And so he did not go to the doctor
He didn't go
for like a week.
Yeah, because that's for pussies.
And then yeah, everyone who ate at that McDonald's over that week had to
Oh, really?
get a shot.
Oh, wow. He's a terrible person.
He was a terrible person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Giving hepatitis to everybody.
I just slept. That was the
Just
only,
made you
like,
tired?
I'm like, what do I need? They're like, just sleep.
Was it an easy fix, though? It was like a couple of shots and then you're good?
They gave me a gamma globulin injection just to boost your immunity, which is the worst injection I've ever had in my life.
Well, that's a yes. It was a shot.
It was supposed to prevent it, but it didn't.
It was supposed to.
Really did not work.
So, hang on. It was supposed to prevent. But you already had it.
Well, I was part of the public health disaster. Like anyone who'd been in contact with them had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, but
and
you
get
got
this
the white
injection.
poo. That's your indicator that you've already got it.
No, I didn't get the white poo till after I got the shot. I got the shot, and then I turned yellow, and then I got the white poo.
So the shot gave you that.
No, the shot was to try and prevent me from getting hepatitis.
But it didn't.
But it did not.
So what got rid of? Do you still have the hepatitis?
No, hepatitis A you just clear on your own.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you need some IV.
How many letters of hepatitis are there?
There's at least 3. There's A, B, and C.
A, B, and C.
Yeah, B is not great. C is not great.
But
A is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's like
let everyone gather around, look at your white shit, and move on with your day.
so. There's 2 types of diabetes.
There's type 1, and then there's type 2.
But there's also juvenile.
Not your fault and your fault. Type 2 is your fault diabetes. Type 1 is not your fault diabetes.
Well, I mean, but I think some people could get type 2 diabetes. It wasn't necessarily their fault.
It's always their fault.
Why?
It's usually although my mom got a weird form of diabetes late in life, and she was very proud. She's like, "It's not my fault. It's some weird."
Okay, so thank you for disproving your own point.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I have to follow this.
Usually, I have to disprove your point, but it's nice that you're willing to take on this.
I just go along. I don't want you to feel bad about your lack of medical knowledge.
Well, that's the problem with medical knowledge is that it's kind of medical close. It's not medical accurate a lot of the time. Like I was told, my doctor told me that I was almost pre-diabetic.
That's nothing.
That was my thought. My thought was that it was a scare tactic.
Yeah.
It was like, you're telling me I'm almost close to being in the red zone. And then I asked, I'm like, well, am I in the red zone? And she's like, no, but you're close. And I'm like, well, then, how about you give me a holler when I hit the red zone and let me start worrying about things.
He just wanted you to eat more salad.
Well, and, less glucose and fructose and less of the toast. And more of the salads and such. Yeah. I eat a lot of salad. Now I generally eat high fat, high protein salad. I like a good Caesar salad with like 5 pounds of shrimp on top.
Like a nice fatty spinach.
No, the spinach salad. No, but my favorite salad is the Caesar.
Yeah. Because it's barely a salad.
Exactly. It's romaine lettuce, which is what? Water?
Yeah.
Right? You get more out of a teaspoon.
I mean, Iceberg wishes it was romaine, but
Iceberg is the empty calorie of the greenery.
It's the America of lettuces. It's crunchy, it's crisp, it's cold, it's delicious. It has no nutritional value.
Well, they only invented it because they could travel it in rail cars.
Yeah, they used to. It's called Iceberg because they used to transport it on icebergs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I got this week.
All right.
That's all. Do you have anything else?
No.
Get to?
Oh, I have a viewing recommendation for you.
Oh, okay. Please.
Do you like a murder mystery?
Yeah. Well, it depends who got murdered.
Do you like lots of dicks?
Ooh. What are the dicks?
Where I may have lost
mean,
you.
Well, yeah. I will say you didn't necessarily lose me, but my hand did go up for a couple of follow-up questions. Do you like lots of dicks? Where are the dicks?
On people.
Whose dicks are they?
Regular places.
Do I have to touch the dicks?
I don't know. It's a show. You just have to look at
I
them.
just have to look at the dicks.
No, it's a murder mystery set at a...
I will say, going back to the Night of the Seven Kingdoms,
Yes, where there's some dicks.
there was at least one dick, and it spoke for a nation of dicks. That's all I will say. It was one dick that would not have been out of place on a large horse.
Oh,
and it was not on a
scary
large
dick.
horse. It was the kind of dick that you drop your pants and the girl decides that you're not going to have sex. That's how big this dick was. It was, sizable. To the point where I backed up the scene to see if it was like a CGI AI.
Is that a green screen?
Mark Wahlberg style dick.
Yeah. Is this a Boogie Night situation?
Yeah.
How cold
Okay,
is the studio?
so dicks. What else?
That's essentially why we kept watching it. It's because there were just random dicks all the time.
But what is it?
It's called Laid Bare. It's like a gay murder mystery set at a
LAID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set at a gay nudist resort.
Are there a lot of those?
If it's a gay resort, the chance that it's a nudist one is pretty high.
Yeah, I would say any gay resort would just kind of inherently
There's always at least a section for nudity, if not full nudity. I used to go to a campground every year and do a show for the gay naked people.
Four Oaks?
No, I went to The Point.
The Point? I know,
there's a Point.
I know there's a gig that there's a nudist resort that is...
I've never done that one. They don't make you be nude for the show, which is...
the one you went to.
The one I went to.
Okay.
Although we did get heckled.
There's another one that I know the comics are all doing. They do it nude.
Yeah, they would heckle us for wearing clothes. We would heckle them when they would come out of the woods because there was like a play area in the woods because it's a gay campground. And people would just come out of the path. You're like, well, we know what you were doing in there. I didn't realize there was a play area in the woods. I was just looking for kindling. I got up there first and set up the camp. I was like, oh, there's like this nice lit path into the woods. I'm like, let me go look for some kindling. And then stumbled upon there was a urinal stuck to a tree. I'm like, oh, okay, this is the water sports area, I suppose. I'm like, not a kindling.
And what was his name?
His name was Barry.
Barry the urinal.
Yeah. Barry the human urinal.
It's nice when you meet someone who really enjoys their work.
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah. I mean, we went for a little walk around the campground one day and heard just a lot of spanking. Someone getting spanked. And I'm like, I immediately went back to the fire. I was like, okay, I don't think it's safe out there. I don't know what's going on.
I was told by some roommates of mine once when I was dating someone that we would leave the living room to go into my bedroom, which was just off of the living room. I was told this years later that everyone in the living room would wait for the slap.
I said a closing move.
It was an opening move. It was, I'd slap on the butt. And they would wait for the slap. And then, to be honest with you, I don't know if I've ever slapped a girl on the ass since I was told that because I'm so self-conscious about it now. But that one particular girl, she got her ass slapped quite a bit. Yeah. Mainly because of the reaction that I got the first time I slapped her ass, which was non-discouraging.
Yeah, because she was daddy's little whore.
Well, I wasn't her daddy, but...
you were when you were spanking her.
I think so. Yeah.
It's certainly teacher.
It triggered one of them primal frog brain memories or something. And it was a switch that worked. Every once in a while you get a switch that worked, For me, it was if I get kissed on the neck, that's you could have my house type of thing.
It's so easy.
Yeah. I'm an easy target that way.
All right.
I mean, you can suck on my dick all day long and I'll just ignore you. But if you kiss my neck,
Well, as soon as you buy a house, I know what my next move's going to be.
Yeah, you kiss me on the neck.
Yep.
I don't know if
Beautiful house, Chuck.
just give me a hickey.
This is the-
My daughter's still showing up with hickeys. She's 17. Every once in a while, she's showing up with a hickey.
That's the age you should be having hickeys. As
Yeah.
soon as you're above 20, no more hickeys. Calm down. At least
No.
not visible ones.
Well, I worry now that if I got a hickey that like, I'd be like Trump, right? I just have this
Be like, oh, is it
put
cancer?
a mark on my
Is it
body
cancer?
for the next 5 years because my body can't heal it anymore.
Kaposi sarcoma? Did I get
Kaposi sarcoma?
Kaposi sarcoma?
What is that?
That was like there was like the skin lesions that like early.
Oh, the
It's
Tom
been-
Hanks
yeah.
Philadelphia stuff.
Yeah, when they used to call it gay cancer. It used to be called all kinds of fun stuff.
Most of my knowledge about gay cancer came from movies in the 90s.
Oh,
That was when that was, where else am I going to get it? Right?
It was very.
Nobody's willing to explain anything to me at the glory hole. It's just, don't.
Hello, and
Just
they're like,
put
no
the dick in your
talking.
mouth. Just put the dick in your mouth.
Sir, I have some follow-up questions.
I just, culturally speaking.
Are you feeling okay? Do you need anything? No talking at the glory hole.
No talking at the glory hole. That is true that. Yep. No laughing at the funeral. No chatting at the glory hole.
You can laugh at a funeral.
That's usually
I have trouble not laughing at funerals. It's
Well,
a roller coaster.
the best thing about a funeral is that it's not yours, right?
Yeah.
And that alone is probably worth a few laughs.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is the giant does not cry at sad things. He only cries at happy things. So he's a very
Yeah.
good person to have at funerals because like everyone can just like hang off
So-
and sobbing.
Is he crying at weddings and stuff?
He cries at
Like, what's a happy thing that he cries at?
he got very choked up. We were watching Love on the Spectrum. Did you watch that? This is a dating show for autistic people.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, look at how they found each other.
It's like when,
I am marriage material.
although to be honest with you, I don't know if I've ever seen a happier couple than when you see a Down syndrome couple.
Oh God, yeah.
There's a relationship that they're not going to be arguing over the little things.
Yep.
No, they'll be arguing, they'll both be pulling on a push door or whatever, but
That's
they're not going to be arguing about it.
No.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a day of it.
Oftentimes, I wish I had an odd number of chromosomes just to mix things up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And on that note.
And on that note, Down syndrome
Is that
happy
how we're ending?
couples.
Yeah.
I think that's where I mean,
Perfect.
that's probably where we're going to wrap it up.
Excellent. All right. Well, you do this part because you know all the things.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
if you want to, you're already here listening to the podcast,
Yeah, how
which we
did you
greatly
find us?
appreciate. And you can find us at Preparing to Podcast on your YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and such. And you can find us specifically at Dr. Ted Morris
It's me.
and at Chuck B.
It's
Jokes.
him.
And also, while you're on the internet, you might want to check out some porn
I hear that there's a lot of porn on the internet.
of all shapes, varieties, colors, and textures.
The internet is the forest of the present. That's
Yeah.
where you find your porn.
Imagine the Library of Alexandria if it was all just nudie picture books.
On papyrus. That's
On
hot.
papyrus?
That is hot.
Yeah.
If you really like people's profiles, you're like,
Get yourself some rough
yum, yum, yum.
pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those pages can't stick together because
You roll them up.
you just roll them up.
Yeah, there's
roll
going to be a
'em up.
pyramid in my pants in 2 seconds.
There you go.
And you want to see the Colossus of Rhodes? Oh,
you know a lot of-
Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Oh, you really did take that African history.
That's just world history. That's just ancient wonders of the ancient world.
Yeah.
I learned that from the Asterix books.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
And
And
if they were not historically accurate, that's not my problem. That, to me, that is what happened.
so maybe that's why I failed. I was reading Tintin that whole time.
Yeah.
And I had to read it in French because they only had the
Oh,
Tintin
you
books
see,
in
we
the
call it
library in
Tintin.
French. Tintin. Yeah. Tintin. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Although I still have a little bit of the haircut. I like that. The up in front. Keep it short. Up in front. Le Tintin. Le Tintin.
Thanks, Captain Haddock.
All right. Arrivederci, everybody.
That means goodbye.